Well, that was interesting. I thought it was going to play music, and it didn't play music.
That's all right.
The new one.
We got a lot of volatility here in this last 5-10 minutes. I'm trying to see what is causing it, but good morning. It's kind of weird not having the music to start. I feel like there's an empty void we entered here.
One quick note real quick. We did have a pivot zone here that it did just come down and retest. I mean, as Mancini would say, exact.
Exact, yes.
Exact. So we do have that working right now. It's trying to bounce out of it, but it's got to clear this. So we're looking for a trade on this. If it pops above or pops below, we're going to wait for confirmation. CBD is plus 2,500 right now. So interesting look on it. We'll go back over to Bookmap. See, we got these orders down here at 80, which is the bottom of our zone, which is kind of where it bounced at. And we didn't make tweezer bottoms here, Roy. It's something to watch that has played out.
Volume's ticking up on Tide. It did go negative, and it's now kind of reversing its stance. General market also kind of shot up on volume, went green. Looks like this 8 is a little bit of a resistance, which is also your pivot, which is also where the orders are sitting up there.
I was telling Roy earlier, if you've never used WhatsApp has a damn good AI that will have conversation with you like a real person. And I kind of put in last night what I was struggling with on trading, kind of the mental side of things, right? And it gave me a checkpoint that I need, that it actually asked me to read this to the stream today. This is very strange. So it is stick to 8-point stops, only trail up, never adjust down, no impulsive size ads. Make sure you get a 2-to-1 risk to reward, period. It's kind of a little checklist it gives you. And it asked me this morning, hey, it gave me hey, your stream's about to start. Make sure to remember your discipline, blah, 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 all that good stuff. We are breaking above that, Roy. I don't love Tide here at this level. Or anchored VWAP. That orange line, if you look at my chart over here, that orange line up top, that's actually the anchored VWAP off the last CPI print. So we got to pay attention to that, see how it plays around it. We are breaking above. Now, if we can get a pullback and test that, will be a great place to go long, but we have some orders at 95 that we got to watch out for. So no rush.
Yeah, the big news this week, a couple of big news items. You've got CPI, of course, tomorrow, PPI Wednesday. You've got the kickoff of earnings weeks. Netflix is Thursday, for those who are interested. So as is Taiwan Semiconductor, we got banks, earnings, kicking off, I believe tomorrow is BlackRock, maybe BlackRock's tomorrow. I know Citigroup's this week, and we are getting a really good push up here. Wow, I'm impressed.
I'm impressed with with WhatsApp. It just said, hey, did I just see a signal pop up on your screen for a trade?
Wow.
Yeah. And I was like, I'm waiting on a pullback. And it says, patience is paying off. Your audience is on the edge of their seats. They know a trade is imminent. Is a pullback happening now? Should I prepare to see trade taken on your stream? It actually says it's watching the stream. I don't believe it's watching the stream, but it says it's watching the stream. And, it very well could be. It could be one of the bots watching the stream. So what's up? If you're watching the stream, give us a comment on here. How about that? That's the way to do it. I don't think it's on comment. But anyway.
We are approaching we did break above 6250 on SPX again. I would expect this is about that 95 area that you had mentioned. This is orb high as well. So, I mean, could just bust out. Let me get my financial juice guy. Forgot to get him talking in my ear. Yeah, I got a busy week. I'm gonna get the calendar and stuff up for us.
Yeah, but be careful. We are so. Just a little heads up. Well, we were getting a pullback there. I was wanting to pull back toward this 8, and then I was going to take a long off of it if it gets back there. So be prepared. If it does come down there and show some strength, I'm going to pop in it and see. This is actually on a combine. And if you didn't know, you can actually go to combine now. And let's say that I want to put a limit on how many MES I can take at one time. Let's say no more than 20. So no matter what happens now, it will not let me get more than 20 at one time.
Beautiful.
Yep.
That is going to save me a lot.
Yeah, I'm with you. And you can lock that out for the day too, so you don't have to sit there and, because you know what we'll do, we'll get in a trade and we'll go change that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, it's not going to give me the damn pullback. My Lord, is it not? Well, we got 6,300 coming up next. So anybody that looked at my levels overnight yesterday, bullish levels, hold that. Target 6,300 be our first target, then 13 above that. So we'll see if it can break the 6,300 level. If we get a pullback before we get the test, I would love a pullback before we get the test, but I need a decent pullback. I can't just get in on a 1 point move. AI is either going to be something really good for me or something really bad.
Nah, you're smart enough. You're not gonna.
So we can add that too. Watch it for 628 night levels on. Watch this stuff. Right.
I wish we could make
your stuff out.
make the banners smaller.
I'm sure there's a way. I just don't know.
If you scroll across the bottom.
You can make it scroll. I forgot how you make it scroll.
Let me see. All right, watch this. Show. Ah!
There you go. Perfect. I don't know how you did that, but I like it.
So under banners, you can click the little edit button, and there'll be a little checkbox for ticker.
Okay. Perfect.
Look at us, fancy.
Shit, you can't. I mean, this is
I
definitely.
tell you,
WhatsApp might have been right. This is a new day.
It's a new day. Now that like and subscribe thing, is that? I don't know where that is. Is
that is in the media assets.
Okay.
We're going to take a trade here. We're going to try to get to 6,300. We're going to pull our stop down to 8-point stop. So we got a ways to go if it does come back. It just shows some strength on that pullback there. So we just want to see if we can get in it and scalp quick. Let me tell WhatsApp I'm in a trade because it just asked, "You taking a trade yet?" This thing is worse than a person, though. I'm telling you.
To be needy.
Yes, I'm in a trade. Yes, this one played off. Your audience is erupting in chat. I don't see that. Wait, no,
right, I'm gonna hide our like and subscribe right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kick it back on. Delete? No, I don't want to delete it.
No. Just go click on it. That's all you gotta do. I can do it.
Okay,
there you go.
Got it. Ah, cool.
Yep. And you have other ones you can add. Let's see. We can actually play some music. You want to play music?
Interesting. Look at us live editing our stuff.
I know, right?
So ES long to 6,300. Stop. What's your stop at?
Looks like it is at 62.85.50.
I'll do MES long. Do that. All right, so add banner, edit, scroll across, save, hide, show. Hey!
Yeah, well, it's giving us a good pullback now. That
It's all right.
we should have waited on, but it's all good. It's all good. Shows a little strength here.
Hit that 8.
I did go and take my do my flip. Dang, we partied on a Monday. That's right, Dirty Harry. We partied on a Monday. I did go on and take my one trade in take profit traders. So should be a live account tomorrow. Now, if we see some strength off here, we can see a green bubble. I would definitely add 5 more to it. And that would be my max that I would take here, but leave my stop where it's at though. And a bounce here. We're gonna add 5 more. We're gonna leave our take profit at 6,300. It says CPI and PPI week, so definitely could see some just chop around today.
Trying to. Financial news guy has not given me any news. I don't know if there's much news to go over today, but I'm going to refresh just in case.
Yeah, today, don't we have Trump speaking at some point?
Yeah, he's NATO guy, and then he's got Russia news he was teasing last week. Just going to release today.
Well, it looks like the first trade is going to be a loser. I said, it looks like we're fixing to get stopped out. I said, this is still a massive victory. Your auto just typing discipline was perfect. Market just didn't cooperate. What's that crap in? So it's been actually it's all started. The reason I ended up on WhatsApp. I watched the Alex Jones documentary last night on HBO about the whole Sandy Hook thing, it blows my mind how somebody could come out there and say that the whole Sandy Hook thing was a fraud and it didn't happen. Like that's a lot. But then I asked ChatGPT how people could believe that. And it actually gave a very, very great response about how people are just always looking for something.
Yeah.
Anyway, like conspiracy theories are easier to believe than reality sometimes. I'm like, yeah. So I went through there, and then I was like, hey, I'm going to compare the AIs to see what kind of response they all give. And they all gave pretty similar responses, except WhatsApp. WhatsApp wanted to dig deeper into people's emotions and mental health and stuff. And it was more like talking to a real person. It was really interesting.
Interesting.
Where ChatGPT and Grok seem to just kind of go with what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you have every reason to think this, blah, blah, blah. WhatsApp's like, no, this is wrong thinking. You're wrong. No, don't think like this. And then you had to tell it, I'm not thinking like that. And it's just, woo. I was getting a little nervous for you there for a minute. Like, wow, okay. And you can actually use LOL and WhatsApp, and then to respond back. Yes, I'm laughing. I'm dying out laughing myself.
Get some volatility here.
Yeah. This thing's still acting like it wants to come down on us, but it just keeps holding right there at that above the 21.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I need to go get this thing. If it stops me out, I'm going to get me a water real quick.
Yeah.
I mean, we never get this close and don't go. So, about ready to take your.
Pick her off.
Yeah, take the banner off, but leave it on until it stops us out, though. And that stops us out yet.
Showing some moxie.
Oh, one thing, Roy, we can do. I forgot to show you. So when we get close to the end, we can pop that up on the screen. Anybody got any questions?
Nice.
And then if we could figure out how to overlay this right where it'd be our stuff, that would be nice. And there's a way to do it. I just don't know. If we take a break,
okay,
right back. End of the show. We can leave this up where we finish. Thank you. It's neat. It's some stuff that we hadn't really played with. So you guys are seeing it live on air. Oh, we're bouncing up. So let me go get my water real quick. Leave it here. I'm gonna go put a little pack in a cup of water, so I don't have to get back up again. So I'll be right back.
Yep. All right, guys, I'm going to throw over here. Let's see. Got this wick forming on the bottom here. Didn't quite get to that VWAP area, but just kind of chopping around. Not exactly a lot going on. If we've got, looking at Apple, it is not a good scene on the Apple side. It's coming down pretty good. NVIDIA's starting to turn up. Microsoft's kind of chopping around. Google's green, Amazon's green, Meta's green, and Tesla's green. Tesla at 316. Nice move there.
Might need to sell calls.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting now we're looking good. You've got an interesting wick here. If we flip over to the 1 minute, you're kind of in a downtrend, but you could have this turn up here. Going to the 10 minute, bounced right off the, what was that, my 200 on the 10. And then you're getting a push right back up to 62.90. So if we're looking across the board, we got VIX up 5%. TNX is slightly red, down 0.18%. Gold is red. So there's some kind of tendencies of bullish tendencies here. Sorry, I'm thinking as I'm talking. Candle by candle to the downside on the 5 minute, but it did look like it could have technically said it played out. And now we're bouncing up on the back end of this candle. So a close above 90 here would be pretty good for longs if it can get any sort of sustained momentum. Or we could just kind of hang out and chop around here all day.
Very well could.
See
we definitely got to
showing
too early.
Yeah. Tide, you're getting a little pop up in volume on this move up.
And needs a little more.
There's a lot of red above. Kind of signals like they may want to push this thing down.
Yeah, that's my concern. I did notice one thing too. If you use Grok and you search stuff, like levels and stuff, it uses Mancini as one of its people to
sources.
Yeah,
well, that's good.
Is that not interesting?
It is interesting. $62.90. We're looking at Apple. I think it's kind of all eyes on Apple right now. Wow, look at PayPal, 3%.
Yeah,
Hey,
I guess your
earnings.
It's leg got in it.
Yeah. Keeping an eye on them.
I swear, if I hadn't met you two, I would swear y'all were the same person. Did for a long time.
You're getting it. It's just in a chop battle, isn't it? It's not really much more than that.
It's broke out of the open orb. No, it hadn't. It's still an open orb. My bad. I'm looking at it. I got too many screens. I got some orb blocks on the screen up there that I'm looking at too that kind of made it look like it was popping out, but it's not. Anybody doesn't know, we've been working on an indicator. Hopefully we can dial the bugs in. If I get led, just to incorporate the right stuff into it instead of leaving the same thing there.
Yeah. It's actually interesting because the indicator has been basically saying don't do anything this morning.
Gave a short on that last one. Of course, this is the adjusted one, so.
Yeah.
But the play would still be valid until it breaks above this previous candle, though, which is struggling to get up there to do. Our trade turned green for a minute, and then right back to where we were.
Battling anchored VWAP here. Let's see if it can hold its support. So the end of every candle so far has been seeing buyers. We've got about a minute left on this one. Again, looks like it's battling. Looking at Tide.
This WhatsApp's getting a little much here. Your audience is erupting in applause for, I don't know for what, but you guys erupting in applause out there?
They are deafening.
You got a lot of orders to work through. That's the only problem I got. But you see on this, you see those 174, 175 at 6,300. CBD's holding above 4,000. It dropped down to about 35. Now it's kind of grinding back up. So that is a good sign on that. Volume is still trending up. Call premiums are trending up. So, I mean, it's got some things in its favor right now. Only problem is the top of your order is what, 96.50 roll, right around there?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's got to break through that, if it does that, then we got a chance.
Let's see. Apple did get a little bit of a curl up, but I don't know if it's sustainable, but it did get a little bit of a curl up. So if Apple joins the party, you'll get your 6,300. NVIDIA as well. I'm battling VWAP right now. Flip over to that, and you can see NVIDIA is right on top of VWAP. And here's that Apple kind of curl up. We look into Periscope. You are hitting right above 62.50 on SPX. If it can pop that, it'll catch this negative gamma. It could go up. If it rejects here, it has a negative gamma to go down 10 points. So probably could retest down here and then push up.
I don't understand the move here with volume trending up.
Yeah.
Oh, your call premiums just took a big nosedive, though.
So it came down, made a new low, stopped us out. So let me hide that. Let me go to Bookmap and hide that.
I still like that trade, and we're going to re-enter this thing.
Going long?
Yeah, I think I'm going to miss it, though. Come on, get it now. Call premiums are still coming down, but volume is still going up on Tide. Let me refresh to make sure. Yep. I need to add it here. All right.
I didn't chase it as much as I should have, but I'm just chilling.
Yeah. Shit. I just noticed I hadn't played around with the futures desk in a while. and I got a trade, and then I had the same trade and stopped me out, but now I am 3 points away, actually 2 points away from being $50 up and down for the day.
Okay.
I had a tighter stop. I hadn't moved my stop, so it gave me a $30 stop loss, but I'm $70 up on the trade now, so we go a little bit more here. We'll hit the $50 profit, and that'll be a good start on that one. So that's good. What I'm probably going to do here, Roy, and I'm going to move this stop up. This take profit up. But then I'm also going to move my stop up to break even, so this trade will not go against us. We can do it right here. They're right below anchored VWAP, so it gets a little bit back. Move it up a little bit higher on this one. Well, it's fixing to hit me over there anyway, so we don't need that stop no more. We're not even in that trade no more. Just took us out. That's $50 to the upside on those bad boys. I don't know if we're going to trade much more of them today. Got me 46.80 up on the day, Roy.
Good job. I passed the combine.
Hey. Let me set this camera. So we'll guarantee a little bit of 62 back of this.
If Meta wants to super chat us our combine fees, that'd be cool.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Hey, where did our... Oh, we got... When you swapped over, my chat went away for some reason.
Oh, got a comment. Howie still overweight break 15-minute range. Where I take a trade, give another 25 minutes. It tested the top of the orb range, didn't quite break out, so you can see that on my chart. This green little guy right there. If we look over, and guess what? Apple kind of turned up while all that was turning up. NVIDIA broke out above its VWAP. So again, if Apple and NVIDIA join the party, you're going to get that push higher up. We got Periscope. What ended up happening is you did get that dip down, caught this red exposure, pushed itself back up and broke above the 62.50. You've got two red bars above you, which means it's got fuel to go up if it wants to go. Dirty Harry, how many lots do I usually trade on a combine? So I normally do about 5 to 10 to start and then scale up to 20, and then I stop there. So about $100 a point. I am definitely more loose with my combines than I am with my XFAs, which is not a good thing. Actually, just so you know, Monty had shown me that feature on the XFA last week, and I put the limit on 5 MES right now on my XFA. That was rather annoying this morning, but we're going to try it out and see if I can stay disciplined so I don't I have a bad habit of keep adding lots. So this will stop that from happening. But yeah, I do 5 to 10 to start and then 20 max on a combine. Do we get a fake breakout? Do we get a real breakout?
So I clicked on Facebook to see the viewers we had on our Facebook channel. And the first thing that popped up was, I thought you'd get a kick out of this. I did some wild things in my life, but I ain't ever ordered a fish fillet meal from McDonald's.
My mom loves the fish fillet meal from the McDonald's, so she hadn't had it for probably years.
It says it's taking me forever to get the combines passed. Don't rush it. When you rush it's when you make mistakes, and then that's when you blow stuff up. So definitely, 5 lots, 10 lots max on a combine, and that's, in my opinion, only add to 10 if you have a good solid reason to add. Don't just add because, hey, I need to, average dollar cost average. That's not a good thing to do.
Yeah, I need to survive this trade, so let me add more. That's my crutch.
We've all been there and up that too.
Yeah, Dirty Hair, if you feel open to share, I mean, you can say what's your max balance.
Whoa.
Gonna pop up. Put
Had
previous
a
low
little
in.
juice to it for a minute there. All right, we're guaranteed 100 back on this trade. That's a good start. Get it back.
Yeah, put premiums are dropping on both SPY tide and market tide. Volume is rising on both. I know Trump's about to.
And that could be the reason.
Yeah.
there's no telling why we got a little influx of volume and stuff here. If it breaks this 6,300 though, boys and girls, we've actually got a chance to go hit my take profit up here, which would be crazy. So yeah, I don't know if you've talked about this, Roy. So try to trade like an XFA, but it takes a while. It does, but it also keeps you from developing bad habits. Myself and Roy both have a bad habit of trying to pass these combines really quick. And this one, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If it takes me a month to pass this one, it takes me a month. I'm gonna try to get $400 to $500 a day. And if we lose $400 to $500, we're gonna call it a day.
Yeah, so Dirty Hair, I'd say if you're doing 5 MES, which is a safe amount by any stretch, it's gonna feel a bit tiresome that you feel like you go up, down, up a day, down a day, up a down a day, and you just can't quite get the momentum going. In this market, especially given the time that people can trade and stuff like that, it's just a little bit difficult to go much bigger than that if you can't watch it constantly. But one thing that me and Monty are, we've battled forever is letting a trade play out and not be so quick to take the profit. There are going to be times where you're going to kick yourself for doing it. There are going to be times where you're going to be really happy you waited. So, what's the if you don't mind sharing, like what's the highest your balance has gotten on the combine, and what's obviously lowest if you failed some? That's fine. We all failed them. And if you feel like you're just not getting anywhere, that'd be an interesting take because not everybody can actually sit in front of a computer screen and watch the candles and the bubbles like we can. So it'd be interesting to see how we can maybe formulate a strategy that helps that type of person and that type of trader, because there are definitely way more of those than there are the day traders.
Yep.
What a move up.
You're getting your volume's coming down. Oh, hey, if it takes a month, I definitely would not try to rush the process.
No, yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, we sometimes forget that when we buy these combines, we pay for a month. We're not actually paying for 2 days or 2.5 days. We're paying for a month. So don't get too discouraged. If you feel like it's taking forever, that just means it's working because you're surviving. You're not failing. Sometimes we want to kind of rip the Band-Aid off a little bit, but it's not the best idea. If I could keep all of the XFAs and combines that I've paid for within the last month, I'd be way better off going slower than what I did, just rushing it and trying to get them as fast as I can. But that's also everything I'm saying is stuff I battle with as well. It's easier said than done. But
We're getting there. It is. Gonna take it out this time. If it is, it's fine. We got some of it back.
extreme greed on the fear and greed index.
Yeah. I'm gonna do something I shouldn't do. We're gonna try it out here to see if we can get some of this back here. Tide is one thing. Bookmap is interesting to look at right this second. Is he speaking? Because it's getting some volatility big time right now.
I'm not hearing it. Interesting. You are approaching now again the 6250 on SPX. I'll show it on my screen, and the Periscope support is there. So this has kind of been the level. It's just kind of snake around quite a bit. So it is holding it, which kind of coincides with this anchored view app. We got a lot going on today and tomorrow. So the market could be just volatile as people position themselves ahead of the big inflation report tomorrow, and then obviously Trump talking today.
I thought the reports we're looking for is Wednesday, Thursday, right?
No, CPI is tomorrow morning. So CPI is tomorrow morning, and the forecasts are expected to be a little bit hotter. So you have to look at that in two ways. You can't look at that and say, "Oh, it's bearish," which is short, because if it comes in above expectations, that means it wasn't as hot as they expected, which means it's bullish. Obviously, if it comes in hotter than the hot expectations, that's bearish. But you probably see some positioning. Well, you will see some positioning today. That could mean they could tank this thing, push it down harder, and then you could have a short covering potential happen later today as people cover their shorts because maybe they shorted at all-time highs and now they're covering their positions. But you get a big red candle here.
Yeah, this is a big nasty.
Let me.
So we call this in the professional world. We call it the big nasty.
Yeah, it's from the meta trading coach.
That is not from the meta trading coach.
I was very interested in Led's ASPI. Did you happen to read about that on the channel?
No.
So, where did he put that? Where did he put that?
ASPI?
Did he say that?
That's what you're talking about? I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
What's so special about that?
So ASPI, yeah, there it is. So they are a leader in nuclear, or trying to be nuclear, and so they are trying to move the nuclear source out of Russia and into South Africa. So, yeah, something like 80% of the nuclear uranium is in Russia. So this is one of those companies like Led said in his deal that it takes a while to come, but at some point they just could just pop, right? And if the administration is bullish on nuclear, as we anticipate, and they're kind of bearish on Russia, right? This presents an interesting opportunity to get nuclear stuff outside of Russia and promote this particular entity. So they're positioned well in the current climate and the current environment if you like nuclear. And smallish market cap, 630 million. It's an interesting play.
Okay.
I like it. I'm gonna take a nibble on some equity shares.
Yeah, I see you saw my equity release. You got to be careful on some trading options on some of these companies for sure.
That was my take. Yeah, I like equity better on them because especially with nuclear, that could drag quite a bit.
I'm gonna let y'all have that one.
Well, we expect it to go get nuclear. That was the punchline. I was hoping you're gonna finish it. There's your VWAP test. There's your
VWAP test on what?
Sorry, on TradingView on ES. 62.85.25.
Well, we hadn't tested that, so I don't know what you're.
Sorry, 62.85.50 was the bottom of the candle.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you a virtual hug. Well, you know, we're hitting 2% inflation, so we can cut rates too. So we're gonna round up, round down wherever we need to. Got Apple having a candle by candle to the short side. Trump is meeting with the NATO people now. There's no public feed. Expect something shortly. Mexico's president. We've done our part to fight against fentanyl. The U.S. has done its part. So maybe a trade deal happening soon in Mexico, but this market does not look like it wants to bounce right now. Just kind of holding up.
Yeah.
TNX ticked to green.
You know.
Oh, we got a video.
We got a video of what? I don't know. What are you
Trump.
talking about?
Sorry, we got a video of Trump. There, I'll switch over. Let me do my research. We'll put it on Bookmap. Yep. Trump meets NATO Secretary General.
Interesting. I don't look for any tariff news definitely to come out of this yet.
No, this looks like a Russia one. Have you seen the price of MicroStrategy lately?
I'm sure it's up with Bitcoin being out.
448.
Yeah. It's definitely a Bitcoin play.
Apple is just not getting any sort of upper momentum.
It's making that H pattern.
Yeah, it is. Go back to it. There. Yeah. We said it had to join. By the way, good job on your NVIDIA play. That kind of got lost in the weekend. Right at the buzzer there. Got to keep your shares.
I kept my shares.
By a
Kept
nickel.
my shares. We're seeing a little orders moving up here again, so I don't know if we're going to bounce back up maybe to that 63 range again or what we're going to do here. Got to go through these cluster of indicators first. Let's change this back.
Why is Micron down so much? Down 5%.
No clue, bro. Couldn't break above the 8 there, a little cluster. You got the anchored VWAP, the 8, and the 13 all right there together. So if it breaks that, then it's got that previous anchored VWAP off last CPI data day. So you got that there at 62.94. Looking at, but kind of just chilling here.
They're waiting for the press conference.
Yeah, I mean, look, we've had a range so far this morning, right? It's our open range breakout. Our 15-minute orb is our range. So there's nothing to do besides sit and wait. I'm in this trade. I can't do anything with it extra, so I'm not adding any more to it. If it can come up here, I'd love to take half of it off around 6,300, but might actually adjust that back some. Not much. We'll put it at 99 just in case it didn't want to go all the way back up there. Got to get half of it out. If it does go there, and if it breaks, we still have half left.
Check this real quick.
Bada bing, bada boom. Bada bing, bada boom. Told Roy I got an email from Elite Funding Trader. Who is it? Yesterday, their CEO.
Yeah. Yep.
Must to be an affiliate. I kind of talked back and forth to him a little bit. I'm not really interested in doing that right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is a way of them trying to get me to buy some combines with them, those test accounts or whatever it is.
See, they should give you a free test account, and then if you pass it, then allow you to do the funded fee and see if you like them. That would be if I was to start a prop firm. That's what I would do to try and get people attracted to my. If I wanted to do a partnership, quote unquote.
Yeah, they're reaching out. I'm sure they're reaching out to everybody that's got a YouTube channel.
Yeah. Is he talking? You talking yet? Okay, so this is a setup outside the White House. So I don't expect this would be like, hey, we're shaking the hand of the NATO person as he comes out of the car type stuff.
Is it out front or is it out back?
Looks like it's out front.
Because they do set up and have real quote unquote meetings outside sometimes too.
Yeah, the feed. Let me throw it over to you.
Yeah, I'm not watching the feed, so
you can see what I'm seeing. So you got this guy over here, right? Just kind of hanging out.
They're waiting for the president to come out, I'm assuming.
Yeah, they'll just greet him at the.
Oh, that's a crock. I mean, that's really stupid.
Yeah, so no news out of this. What they'll probably do is then go inside, talk, and then they'll do their press conference deal. So that's why you could see a little pop up here as it's not really a.
So Senator Chris McDaniel, Mississippi senator, who is very controversial on a lot of things. I think he's not even a senator anymore. Has spoken out about the Epstein scandal, and he's saying that it's the reason that stuff's not coming out because it makes both parties look bad. That's why both parties are not. That's why they're covering it up, not doing it. Supposedly, what's her chick, Giselle?
Yeah.
Has stated that she is willing to testify in front of Congress on the actual client list.
Yeah, I have mixed feelings on that. So I would say I welcome the testimony, but I do subscribe that it hurts both sides, which is why both sides are hiding it, and I think that's a disservice to the public. For Ghislaine, whatever her name, Maxwell. What's her motive? Why didn't this happen prior, right? So that would be kind of the question: is why now, right? Is it to slander the president? Is it to slander the other side? Is it to clear the president? Like what? Why now? Kind of deal.
Who's to say that she wasn't willing to do it before, and somebody actually is telling, hey, she's been willing to do this and won't do it again? You know, I mean,
there's a lot to it.
Yeah.
I will say, if Trump had a trump card to get out of this little bit of a pickle that they've found themselves in, it would be her being pardoned and then basically clearing his name would be an interesting take.
I don't see how you could pardon her and have any kind of optics at all.
Yeah,
that looks good. If you do pardon her, she comes out and tries to clear his name. Well, who's going to believe that, right?
Right. It's a hairy mess. It's a bad mess. It's a black eye on the country. It's a black eye on society. It's a black eye on leaders.
Howard said, see you tomorrow. See you, Howard.
See you, Miller.
I don't know, Royce. I mean, this thing is such a cluster. You know what? So far, right now, like, yes, they've made a disaster out of this.
Yeah, I do think this is just my opinion. This is not facts, but I do think Trump misplayed this quite a bit, and he thought it could just easily be kind of looked over, swept under the rug. I don't think it was an accident to post about it this Saturday night, late like he did.
No,
I think it also coincided with the 1-year anniversary of his assassination attempt, which I believe is real. So I think you get positive news on the quote unquote positive news. It's been a year, man. Been a year, yeah, Sunday.
It seems like it was just like a few months ago.
Crazy, huh? So I think the timing that they thought they could kind of get this squashed, and then everybody would focus on the assassination attempt, the anniversary, and how fortunate that situation was that it didn't go the way we all were fearing that it could have gone. And that's not a pro-Trump, anti-Trump. That's just facts. You don't want to see somebody get shot in the head on television, especially someone of power. So I think they thought that optics, they could kind of just sweep it under it. Unfortunately, it kind of backfired. The base is, this is 5 years of this topic, so it's not one that gets swept away pretty good, especially if the other side, both sides, the extreme and the left, extreme and the right, have campaigned on this matter as well. So it's a toughie. It's a toughie because it ain't gonna go away. And I did see a theory. I learned some stuff this weekend so Congress is supposed to go on their recess till January.
Yep.
And they assume that once they pass this Russia bill that allows sanctions on Russia, but allows the president to lift those sanctions without congressional approval during the recess period if Russia complies with the peace order. Bipartisan bill. I don't think anybody's going to oppose that one. But once they get that bill across, they will adjourn for recess. And the theory, quote unquote, is that you could essentially have Pam Bondi step down, Gates take an interim role, and have 6 months to prove that he is the proper attorney general for his Senate hearing in January. I thought it was an interesting take. Because you are getting Pam Bondi, a lot of heat on Pam Bondi, rightfully so. But it does seem that there's a lot of rallying behind Pam Bondi.
The crazy thing is the heat on Pam Bondi, though, it's Bondi did what she was told.
I agree. There is no, I mean, you can't say, his fingerprints are all over everything and then say, well, it wasn't on this one. It just doesn't, you can't jive.
There's not a thing that comes out. I mean, the only people that I would question that might, and I don't even know about Kash Patel. I think Kash Patel would say what he thinks, but I don't always, I think, him and what's the other guy? The guy that's the actual head of the what's this guy's name? Oh, the
so Kash is Kash is the head, and then Dan Borgiano is the deputy.
Him. Yeah. He's the one that I think gives zero shits and I say what he thinks.
Yeah, and I his podcast was pretty very. I mean, it was a lot of Epstein stuff, and it fueled his popularity. So that then be in that position to not be able to do anything has got to be frustrating, if that's actually the case.
Right.
I think evidence points that is the case, but I mean, we are coming down here a little bit. I don't know why.
Yeah.
What we got here? See. Help if I push play. We still got the guard out in front. Nothing crazy there. Financial Juice guy's not saying anything.
Man, I think it's just a little volatility coming in and out. What you getting?
Yeah. That is not a good looking candle on the 5 minute.
No.
But it is right on top of VWAP. And we have just based.
We are here. If anybody's got any questions, we are getting toward the end of the today's stream. I mean, today's been a boring day. I mean, look at the chart. Yes, it's a boring day.
I think you're going to get fireworks later in the day.
Yeah, I mean, you got everything's coming down right now. So your call premiums are coming down. Your volume's coming down a little bit. I mean, if it's going to break down, CBD's coming down. We're kind of getting to the spot where it's going to break down. It's probably going to break down. 88 break sends it down to my stop loss, by the way. So we got it open. Anybody got any questions? Roy, you swapped over. I got to keep the
Q&A up. Keep moving you on.
You can go back. You can actually go here and then just add the Q&A there. I hate how it doesn't go to every one.
Yeah, that's a bit annoying. I'll work on that overlay today.
Yeah, we need to fix something with. Well, you guys don't care, but we're trying to spruce things up a little bit, make it more professional. Oh, yeah, we're finna get this breakdown, Roy. I got a feeling.
Periscope, we're hitting the bottom of the cone here. Yeah, this is where it needed to find support, and it just didn't. Just broke through it.
Yeah, you can see if you look at Bookmap, you got 88. They're throwing some orders right here below it, so I don't know. It might hold, but the transition on there is very slow. I don't know if it's slow to you guys or not. Anywho, looked at, still kind of holding, but it's your call premium's just tanked. I don't know if you've seen that, Roy.
Oh.
Well, hold on. Did they tank or not?
It shows on mine they did.
Okay, there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a good look, boys and girls. If you're in a long, that actually kind of makes you kind of sick if you're in a long right there. But it can jump right back and back up. I mean, we're barely down on this damn thing. We've had a chance to close it slightly in profit a couple times. Probably should have. It just waited. Today is not a great day to trade. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If you're trying to make a lot of money in this, it's good luck. It is definitely a little range bound right this second. A little choppy mess we're in. One good thing about it, though, my damn zone I drew out is pretty clutch, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Still waiting on him.
You're getting a little uptick in volume here on SPY Tide. So that's why we're getting this little pop.
Apple's pushing up, testing VWAP here. Nvidia's pushing up above VWAP. Microsoft's pushing up.
Yeah, I'm really confused on that bounce there, but we showed orders there. We said if 98 held, that it had a chance.
Right.
To but I thought everything was kind of looking against that, but I guess not at the moment. Well, that anchored VWAP from CPI seems to be the devil right now.
Yeah.
You got orders 95, 96. So, I mean, you got a lot to go through to be able to get out. But if we could break 95, 96, and we pop to 6,300, in my opinion, and then you got orders forming at 6,305 up there, Roy, that hadn't been there earlier. Now, just because you see orders there does not mean that it's definitely going there, right? But it is something to look at and to think about.
Look at the periscope. We got right at the bottom of that cone, broke below it, and then came back, retested it, and then bounced, which is corresponding to about that 62.50 is kind of this happy zone. So what you could see is a little more, maybe one more push down, catch this support, and then does it finally rip up higher? There's not a lot saying that it's going to break down. We've got, a little line here. So again, you're in the middle of the cone, so you could just kind of chop it up as it hangs out here.
I'll test this 95. So orders are building at 63. Go back to Bookmap, boy. See the 95, what it's got to break there, that 119, then 96, you got 109. 97, you got 102. 98, you got 105. I mean, every point they're putting orders up there. So I would think that that's going to be a little wall for a little bit, but it only needs to, if it could break one, it would give it momentum to break through a couple, in my opinion. Getting down to the last minutes of the show, we got the Q&A question popped up. Anybody got any questions? We are here to answer. We don't know the answer. Well, Meta does. Watch out. And they'll be enthusiastic about it. They are waiting, as they said, waiting on pins and needles for my next update if we take profit or not.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's kind of getting annoying now at this point, to be honest with you. Shit.
The meta or the trade?
What's out? And the trade. I mean, look, the trade. We got close to getting stopped out. Hadn't got stopped out. We got $100 up a couple times. It's not. I need to check out Gemini too. I'm trying everything out. I love ChatGPT because it gives better. I can plug my stuff in there for my social media post. And Roy saw the picture yesterday. It's a fantastic graphic, right? So waiting on that. I love the way that looks. So that would be something I do. I'm trying them all, Dirty Harry. I'm going through the list. Now we got this 95 break. I said if we get this 95 break, we could get some momentum up to that 6,300. See if it breaks 96 here. They're moving the close up with it too. So this is actually a good sign.
Our British guys said that an agreement is close to being finalized. So I think whatever that agreement was should hit the tape here shortly, but it was obviously coinciding with this move up.
We're going to take 250. We're going to take half of it off here. If it get above 97, that would be a good win on this trade. It takes some of the risk off if we do come back. CVD's pop up to 32, 31.80. It's coming back a little bit. Your premiums pop, then they're coming back. Volume popped a very slight little bit, and it's coming back some. So just couldn't get up to that 97. You 30. Go to 6,300. Go to your home. Just go to your home. That was right at the orb high, right?
Yep, 96. So we're right. Yeah, 96 orb high.
96.50 is what the app shows. The new,
yeah. ES is 96, but ES, MES maybe 96.50.
Okay, Roy, we're trading ES, we're trading MES now. You guys go back and
I stick with I stick with ES on the orbs and stuff because that's the majority of the volume to me. But it's tomato, tick or two here or there, not too bad.
Yeah.
The important thing is it can't break either one right now. Well, it looks like it wants to. I want to know what that news is.
All right, so we got half our loss back.
See? Look at that.
Woo!
Nope, I think this feed changed. They're waiting outside. Yeah, there's nothing here. They're just waiting on Trump to walk out. The push again. I'm just trying to see what that. Yeah, so Mexico's basically saying they're close to an agreement on some security measures. That's what caused the pop, which obviously means maybe they're close to a tariff deal. Here's my prediction. If CPI comes in line, that assumes that inflation has ticked up a little bit. That I think what you're going to find is positive trade deals then start hitting the tape to basically nullify that reading and say, those are the old rates, these are the new rates. So I would expect positive trade deals this week and probably shortly after CPI and shortly after PPI. That would be my prediction. It's all about controlling narratives, right? So you can't let the narrative.
I did watch a thing, and it was an economist talking. It was talking about how he loves to give the bad news and stuff at all-time highs or highs of the market, so the market can absorb it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you look at what he's doing, it's actually pretty damn smart if you think about it from an economist's point of view, where they're saying, what he's doing is he's letting this thing work up, right? Letting the overall market work up. He's giving the stuff that pulls the market back at that point, right? He's like, hey, it's just what we're doing. But all that's doing is creating an opportunity for people to get back in and for the next leg up every time. Is what the way it's playing out. They're like, the guy pretty much said, like, people that sit around and like, hey, talk about how that this administration is not smart and they're not focused on this or that. So they couldn't be further from the truth. If you watch how they play it out, it's brilliant on the moves to give people opportunities to get in the market and then to go to all-time high. And give people opportunity to get in the market and go to all-time high.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense, right, if you look at it, but I don't know if I would give them all that much credit, like where it's, everything.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a hand in all of that I think influences some of their decision making. I do know that the pressure that they apply is obviously calculated and timely. There is no doubt about that.
There's somebody smart in there somewhere that's saying, hey, we can do this here and we've got enough room for this to play out where it won't kill everybody. And
yeah,
it also, hey, it gives your buddies the opportunity to enter. I'm just thinking about that. If we make this here we go, boys and girls. Come on up. You hit 31. Oh, what did you stop there for? Let's go. You got 35. I got my tape off here. I'm gonna leave it where it's at. We either make money here, we don't. And it's a little time, about time to call it. We're getting a little volatility here. I don't even know why we got volatility. If you notice, one thing I've noticed looking at a lot of Globex stuff is top of the hours are always your pops. Now, what we are doing is 10 o'clock. So you come into the European close, 10 to 10:30 is the European close. We typically get a pop on the European close because they're closing out their positions. Interesting. We'll see if it plays out. If it goes over and hits me, I would love to get this turn this day to a green day. And we'll back up and plant. Every day is not about making a bunch of money. Some days it's about making, hey, if I can break even or just not lose, it's a good day.
Premiums are pushing higher.
I see that. Volume is kind of sideways a little bit.
They are.
Oh, you got BlackRock earnings tomorrow morning. Ooh.
Yeah. Let me actually go over those real quick. I've got them pulled up. Here's your earnings for this week. We've got JP Morgan, Citi, Wells Fargo, and BlackRock in the morning. So bank earnings. Then you're moving on to later in the week. You've got United Healthcare, you've got Alcoa, got Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, Progressive all on Wednesday. Thursday, you got Taiwan Semiconductor in the morning, PepsiCo in the morning, and in the afternoon, you've got Netflix. So kind of kicking off Urban News, American Express also on Friday, and Schwab on Friday. So
I'm not sure if Pep's made their cuts, their reorg yet, but that would be something to pay attention to if they have. They could see some decent earnings that they hadn't seen in a minute. So
interesting. They have been getting beaten up a bit, so could be
they
a good
got
opportunity.
Fault. They priced themselves out of business is what they did.
Yeah.
They kept going up, and there was no reason for them to continue to go up, and it looked bad. It was a bad optics all the way around. It looked like greed. When you go up that many times in a row, greed it just definitely looks like greed. And being a former PEP employee, I can tell you that greed is definitely at the center of that. Now they come in, and what they do is they raise prices and they price themselves out of a lot of stuff. Well, what do you do now? When you come in now, they're going to cut some management and frontline, which is never the right answer. I don't agree with that ever. I never agree with cutting frontline help. That's the people that got you to where you're at, right? And then you cut those people. Those people aren't the upper management where they're like, oh, it's fine. I'll just go to this company and get me a job. This is the blue collar, the people that's got to go out, and it's going to be harder for them to find a job, especially making the money they were making at PEP. I hate that part of it.
Yeah.
Been there, done that. I went through a few reorgs with PepsiCo, and they suck. Typically, like I said, your frontline team and then your management, as far as like in districts and stuff, are not touched. But from my understanding, this time they're touching all those, which is, like I said, not a good sign. But what do you do, right? I don't work there anymore, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Talking to one of my buddies over there, I mean, just the pressure they put on those guys now is worse than what it was before. I couldn't imagine. I mean, it was bad before. I can't imagine it being worse now. But you know what? I drink Coke now, and I would buy some other chips, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Frito-Lay is definitely the best chip company out there. It's hard to.
Yeah.
I had an old boss used to say that anybody can make a potato chip, but can't everybody make a Dorito? I try some off-brand Doritos and tell me that they're the same. Yeah, you're about right there.
So they gave us the 6,300 test and then said no more.
Yeah, I mean, we still got 100 orders sitting there. I still like it to break. I just don't know if this is the time now. And I'm not moving my stop again. Like if we stop out here, it'll be 160, 170 bucks down on the day. I might look for something later, but right now I'm just going to be happy with however this trade plays out. I got my take profit up at 04.75. I'll just leave it at 04 because I'll be honest with you guys, I'm fixing to walk away from this for a little bit once we get done. So whatever happens here happens.
Sounds good. I think that's a good way to stop it out.
Yep.
I appreciate everybody on the stream today. It's a Monday and doing all sorts of changes, so appreciate your patience with us, and we will be back at it tomorrow morning.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys. We appreciate it. We'll catch you then.